All right, hey everyone, today we are diving deep, way down beneath the waves, to explore one of the most incredible and colorful places on our entire planet, the coral reef. Now, at first glance, it looks kind of like some kind of magical underwater garden, right? But it is hiding an absolutely spectacular secret.
So let's start with a big underwater mystery. When you look at these amazing, vibrant structures, what do you think they are? I mean, they stay put like a rock, and they've got branches like a plant. But the truth? Well, it's something way more surprising.
Believe it or not, it's an animal. And actually, it's more than that. It's a massive, sprawling city built by millions, sometimes billions of tiny little animals, all working together to create these enormous underwater homes.
So, who is this master builder, right? Let's meet the hero of our story. This is the incredible little creature responsible for building these entire underwater metropolises, one tiny piece at a time.
This little architect is called a polyp, and this is our new friend, Polly the polyp. She's actually a distant cousin to a jellyfish. She's got this soft little body with a mouth right on top, and it's surrounded by these stinging tentacles that she uses to grab tiny snacks that just float on by.
But here's the thing. Those little snacks Polly catches just aren't enough fuel for the huge job of building a city. No way. She can't do it alone. She has a secret partner with a superpower. And this, my friends, is where the story gets really cool.
Living right inside Polly's body are millions of microscopic algae. Now get ready for this. Their scientific name is zooxanthellae. Yeah, it's a mouthful, so we can just call our new friend Zoe. And Zoe is basically a tiny solar-powered chef who uses sunlight to cook up delicious, sugary food.
And this is the ultimate team-up. It's a perfect partnership called symbiosis. Polly gives Zoe a safe place to live and all the carbon dioxide she needs to breathe. And in return, Zoe pays the rent with tons of yummy food. And, this is a great bonus, she gives Polly all of her amazing, beautiful colors.
And get this, look at just how important this friendship is. Zoe makes up to 90% of all the food Polly needs to survive and build. Those little tentacle snacks she catches are just a tiny appetizer compared to that. That's just incredible.
Okay, so Polly is all fueled up with this awesome solar-powered energy from her friend Zoe. Now what? Well, now she can get to her main job, building the reef. She's kind of like a tiny, tireless bricklayer. Polly literally pulls dissolved minerals, like calcium, right out of the seawater. She combines that with carbon dioxide to make something called calcium carbonate, which is, basically limestone. She lays down this hard material right underneath her, building her own little stony cup, pushing herself up higher and higher bit by bit.
Now, just imagine that slow and steady process, but repeated by millions of Pollys, who are also making little copies of themselves. We're talking generation after generation, over thousands and thousands of years. They create these colossal structures, entire reefs, so massive you can actually see them from space.
So this process creates way more than just a big structure. It builds an entire, bustling ecosystem. There's a reason they call these animal-built cities the rainforest of the sea. They are one of the most important places in the entire ocean.
I mean, just stop and think about that number. 25%. That means 1 out of every 4 animals in the sea depends on these reefs for something. For their home, for food, for safety. It's like the busiest, most popular neighborhood in the entire ocean.
And you know what? Their importance doesn't stop at the water's edge. Reefs are also heroic bodyguards for our coastlines. They act as this natural shield, absorbing up to 97% of a wave's energy before it can slam into the shore, protecting people and homes from storms and erosion.
And the list just keeps going. They're a safe nursery for baby fish, they provide food for millions of people, they create jobs in tourism and fishing. Scientists are even finding brand new medicines in them. Seriously, the importance of these coral cities is absolutely immense.
But this beautiful city, this perfect partnership, it's facing a huge challenge. And it all starts when the ocean water gets too warm. Even a small temperature increase, if it lasts for just a few weeks, is enough to cause big trouble for Polly and Zoe.
So that extra heat puts a massive strain on their friendship. When Zoe gets too hot, she gets stressed out and she starts making stuff that's actually bad for Polly. It's a tough situation. So to protect herself, Polly has no choice but to kick her best friend out. She has to say goodbye.
And this is what we call coral bleaching.
Without Zoe, Polly doesn't just lose her main food source, she loses all her color. See, Polly's own body is actually clear, so when Zoe leaves, all you see is her white limestone skeleton underneath. Now, a bleached coral isn't dead, not yet, but it is very, very sick, and it's basically starving.
And you can really see the difference here, can't you? A healthy coral is this vibrant, colorful, thriving organism, just full of life. But a bleached coral? It's like a ghost of its former self. It's weak, it's starving, and it's fighting for its life.
But wait, this super sad story doesn't have to be the end. The great news is there is still hope. Corals can recover. If the water cools down in time, Polly can welcome Zoe back home, and the coral can get its health and its color back. And we can all play a part in making that happen.
And that's where we come in. We can all be reef heroes, just by learning about amazing animal cities like this one, and by making small, smart choices in our daily lives that help keep our planet cool and our oceans healthy. We can protect these incredible underwater worlds for the future.
All right, let's do a quick recap. The 5 amazing things you have to remember are: 1. Corals are animals. 2. They have that superpowered algae friend Zoe. 3. Zoe gives them most of their food and all of their color. 4. Millions of them build giant cities over thousands of years. And 5. These reefs are home to a quarter of all life in the ocean.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? The reef is a vibrant, natural city. It's got texture, it's got color, it's got movement. It's not just a thing, it's a living, breathing place built by one of the most incredible partnerships in all of nature. So, I'll leave you with this thought. The city of coral is truly one of our planet's greatest treasures. So the question for you is, what is one new thing you can learn, or one small thing you can do to become its hero? Thanks for watching.